Imagine looking at a vast, silent wasteland of white. It looks deserted, but right beneath your feet, the most complex military operation in human history is unfolding. There's a problem that no one is talking about. Greenland is melting at a staggering rate of 30 million tons of ice every single hour. It isn't just a climate headline, it's the starting gun for the next Great War. Why? Because this melting has revealed what generals call the black hole of the Atlantic. Russia is hiding its nuclear fleet in a place where satellites, radar, and even NATO's most advanced sonar go blind. It's so serious that U.S. presidents have offered to buy the entire island. But why now? And what exactly are these ghost submarines waiting for? Today, we dive into the depths to uncover the secret of the Borei and Yasen classes and why Greenland has become the new Berlin of the Second Cold War. To understand what Russia is doing, you need to know a secret military concept, the Bastion Defense. But why not hide submarines in the Pacific or the Black Sea? Because those seas have choke points. Turkey can close the Bosphorus, and NATO controls the Baltic exits. Therefore, Moscow turned the Arctic into a fortress. The Russian Northern Fleet has a unique geographical advantage, direct access to the Atlantic through the GIUK Gap, the area between Greenland, Iceland, and the United Kingdom. This gap is the jugular vein of the West. If Russian subs slip through, they can reach the U.S. coast in minutes undetected. But there's a technical twist. Melting ice changes water salinity. Why does that matter? Because salinity changes how sound travels. Russia has mastered the physics of this melt zone to hide their acoustic signature. They aren't just hiding behind ice, they are hiding inside the physics of the ocean itself. Meet the Emperor Alexander III. This isn't just a boat, it's a 24,000-ton nuclear city. Building it requires 1.3 million mechanical components and 17,000 tons of specialized steel. But here is the secret that keeps NATO generals awake at night. The hull is covered in 10,000 rubber tiles. Their job isn't to keep the crew warm. They're designed to eat sonar. When a NATO ship pings the water to find them, the rubber absorbs the sound wave rather than reflecting it. The sub becomes an acoustic ghost. Then there's the Yasen-M class, like the Krasnoyarsk. While the Borei is the shield, carrying 16 Bulava nuclear missiles, the Yasen is the sword. It carries Zircon hypersonic missiles that fly at Mach 9. In late 2024, these subs traveled 4,000 miles under the ice without surfacing once. They are silent, they are fast, and they are invisible. Hiding is easy, but striking is the hard part. To launch a missile, the sub must break through meters of solid ice. This isn't random, it's a precise engineering feat. They must calculate ice resistance and strength. The sub stops completely, hovers under a polynya or thin ice, and uses buoyancy to crush through. Within seconds, a silent ice field turns into a nuclear launch pad. But how do they communicate with Moscow from the deep? GPS doesn't work under ice. Therefore, Russia uses the Zvis system. Massive 60-kilometer antennas buried in the Earth use the planetary crust to send extremely low-frequency waves. It's slow, it's primitive, but it's the only signal in the universe that can penetrate the frozen hell of the Arctic. By 2025 and early 2026, this reached a boiling point. President Donald Trump's desire to own Greenland wasn't a joke. It was a move to control the GIUK Gap. But Denmark saw this as an insult to their sovereignty. Therefore, we saw a strange shift. In January 2026, European powers like France, Germany, and the UK sent special forces for the Arctic Sentry exercises to protect Greenland. But there's another layer, the Harmony Network.
Russia has installed undersea sonar arrays and robots built using Western tech smuggled through Cyprus to track NATO's own subs. And don't forget the GIUK, Russia's deep-sea research unit. These are the ghosts responsible for cutting undersea internet cables. From under the Greenland ice, they can strike the global economy without firing a single bullet. Finally, there's the human cost. Imagine living in a metal tube under the ice for 90 days. No sun, no fresh air. Sailors hear the ice groaning above them, sounding like explosions. They must maintain absolute silence. If a wrench drops, the mission is over. As we move into 2026, the ice is vanishing, and the Arctic Silk Road is opening with Chinese funding. The Arctic is no longer a zone of peace, it's the most militarized place on Earth. But the question remains for you. Is the U.S. offer to buy Greenland a brilliant chess move or the spark that ignites a new Cold War? Can NATO ever truly find the ghosts in the ice? Leave a comment below. I read every single one. If you want more deep dives into the shadow wars of the future, hit like and subscribe. We'll see you in the deep.